Alright, time for a Mundo guide, beginner's version. This is a low gold, high silver rated game. I'm against a Rumble jungle, which should be a pretty decent matchup for me. Ooh, that's the spicy invade. So yeah, Mundo this patch in 11.14 got some pretty significant jungle clear buffs, which actually is super nice. Like, it feels so good to have those buffs. Because he was pretty decent before, but now he actually has some like real speed behind him, which is pretty good. I saw somewhere that they were trying to buff him a little bit more even, but we'll see about that. Okay, interesting. Are they gonna actually start here? Interesting. I guess it's a little bit weird. If they invade me like that, that's okay. I'll just start on red buff instead. Yeah, they're actually going to invade me like that. My team has no backup for this because they just have a better level 1 than us, because I have like an Akali. My Ezreal already got caught, my Pantheon got caught, so they have some issues there. So normally you just want to start like full clear. However, I'll just do something to adjust here a little bit to this Rumble's play. It's not a big issue. Ezreal could even kind of cheese in there if he wants to. All right, just take this, and I will just move towards his blue buff. Rumble was on his bot side. There's no way you'd actually walk towards his blue here. I don't think Akali would die there. If he goes to his blue here now, that's actually fine for me. Like, I clear it before he gets here, so it really doesn't matter. It would just be like a weird move from Rumble at this point. There we go. I'm gonna do the sneak method and take his Gromp in this way. I'll hit 3 off this if I can clear it. I still have smite, so I should be able to clear this. There we go. It's a little bit of an adapted path thing. Otherwise, you'd rather just want to do like a full clear, but this is just me like adapting to whatever this Rumble just did to me with that invade. So yeah, a full clear on Mundo, like, if you want to know how to do it, you will see there are many videos that you can watch for that, I suppose, to make up for this. Okay, I'm gonna leave one of the small ones, and I'm gonna see if I can go on the mid lane here. Interesting. She has actually nothing to walk up with, apparently. Okay. The Rumble was right there to counter him, which was pretty good for him. I just needed to get in range of the Silas to actually hit him for a bit, but the Rumble basically blocked me off that, so I kind of just wasted my ghost. It's not a big issue. This is actually warded. I don't think I'm gonna catch up to the Vayne unless I land like a Q here. And Lux blocked me. Okay. A little bit of a scuffed start, I suppose. I could actually just pressure top scuttle here. This should be winnable. This should 100% be winnable. I have approach velocity, so I land that. He basically just dies. Good. And land this, so I get the assist at bare minimum. Oh, okay, I got the kill. Beautiful. I guess that works out. It's a little bit of a fiesta, for sure. But this will work. I think I have to help push it a little bit. So I'm gonna get top scuttle now, and this is like a different type of early game, I suppose. It's okay. Otherwise, you just want a full clear. You can gank after, you can invade after. Mundo is pretty strong, like early game damage wise, especially with like Ghost Conqueror. The reason I really like Conqueror on Mundo specifically is because it just allows you to fight, basically. Like, it allows you to make okay, he just read it pretty hard there. It allows you to fight really easily to just kill the enemy jungler. You'll have a winning situation in most cases, because your Q does some max HP damage, and then Mundo also just has a good amount of base damage, so that makes things really easy. So yeah, all right. So mythic options for Mundo, you have a few. You can go either the Frostfire Gauntlet, you can go Sunfire, or you can go Divine Thunder. What I like to do is I like to go for Frostfire into like this type of setup, so like ranged, like ranged here as well, like annoying things that can kite you, Like, they generally have the annoying stuff here. So Frostfire for the extra slow there helps. Also extra tankiness helps. That's what I like to do in these situations. If I'm against like some more melee heavy squishies, like a Talon, like a Riven, like all that type of stuff, I like to go for the Sunfire. And if I'm against a lot of tanky stuff, I would much prefer to go for the Divine Thunderer, because you would do way more damage that way. Alright, just walk this up. I'm actually gonna deny the vision here so I can just do it. He actually trades the bot lane gank for the dragon. Okay. That works for me. I would much prefer to have a dragon over a bot lane gank, but that's up to him. Quickly do the dragon. As you saw, my dragon clear speed is extremely good. Like the max HP damage from Q and just overall damage output is just solid. Right now, the bot scuttle is going to spawn soon, so I want to be there when that spawns. If I can, my bot lane should have the pressure. My mid lane is pushing in at the moment as well. So, yeah. I'm going to danger ping mid there, because I have a feeling Rumble will just gank that in a second, potentially. That would be my logical gank situation right now. I should have hit a small one with that E, actually. Alright, walk away. E. Quinn mid. Blue is gonna spawn in 7 seconds, and my the scuttle here should follow pretty shortly. I hit level 6 off of blue, which is good. Looks like Quinn is gonna contest me here, maybe. I do have Ghost, so if she does try to fight me, I think I'll win it. You cannot underestimate Mundo's damage output. It's pretty high. Alright, let's just take this. I would smite this, but I'm in situations where I'm not sure whether the Quinn's gonna fight me, whether the Rumble was gonna show up for this. So I'm actually better to just hold my smite to execute it with like that. It's a little bit safer. There's a Rumble here. I'm just gonna go for this. You can also use your E to auto attack reset on the wards, by the way. I'm gonna go for the red buff here. I can't necessarily fight. The Akali is just taking an all-in that I can't reach. She's gonna win that all-in as well. The Rumble is definitely on my top side, I think. I'm gonna have to cut off the Quinn here to prevent my dude from dying. I just press go. She can't knock me back like that. Okay, I just press ult here as well. I'm just gonna hunt him down. I have approach velocity, so like there's nothing that she can realistically do. This guy's still level 5 as well. That's good. Is that gonna kill him? It's not. I didn't think it was, because it's max HP damage, so... I'm just complaining already. Okay. I was just helping him push it into the turret. Instant back ping is kind of annoying. Alright, so he was just dead. He didn't have a blue buff. Basically, that just means that his blue is still up, which means I can take that from him. Always important that as soon as you kill the enemy jungler, you look at what they actually have up and what they don't. Because it will give you an indication of what camps they might still have up, what camps you can then take. Okay. There we go. Time to do red buff now. I almost have my gauntlet in base. I think I already have it, actually. Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Alright, so build-wise on Mundo, you have a lot of options past your mythic. Like, you can do a bunch of stuff. What I generally tend to do is just get one of the 3 mythics that I mentioned for the specific reasons. In this case, I'm gonna go gauntlet. Then I'll get my tier 2 boots as soon as I can. In this case, it's a little early, so I get the... I don't have the futures market yet. It's 9 minutes. Oh, wait, actually, I do. What the hell am I talking about? I just didn't have the gold for the boots. So against that team, I'm definitely gonna go for steel caps here. For some reason, my brain just connected that I would have 800 gold for the boots here. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm just gonna identify what boots I need after my initial mythic. And then after that, you can do a lot of stuff. You can do like Warmocks for additional sustain and health. This will allow you to trade a lot more effectively. You can tank a lot of damage and then heal back up with Warmocks really fast. You can do like the Anathema's Chains item. You can just go for some magic resistant Spirit Visage. You can do a lot of stuff. Alright, just gonna go over the wall then. Good. Gonna chase down the Vayne. I'm just gonna use my ult here for the move speed. And I also need to make sure that I don't hug the wall. She dodged it. It's a good hit from Pantheon. Perfect. That was a very nice flash stun from Pantheon there. Very much needed. Super solid. Using the ult there for the move speed catch up, and yeah. It's Mythic, Boots, and then you can do Anathema's Change, you can do Spirit Visage, you can do Thornmail, you can do pretty much any item that you situationally need. And the build for the rest of this build basically continues in that same trend. You just want to build some items that you consistently need. Like if you think healing reduction is important, then a Thornmail is going to be super valuable. If you need magic resist, you can go Spirit Visage for the additional healing as well. And there's just that, like, options on options. I can't really give you a set build. Stoneplate's very good because it gives you double resistances and a shield, which can be very helpful for like the HP you've stacked already to just quickly get some resistances. Stoneplate especially works well with items like the Divine Sunderer, because you would need like quick resistances out of like a single tank item if you haven't built like a mythic, the tank mythic, and more so a damage mythic. So those are all options you do have. Just keep that in mind. This game I will most likely opt for an Anathema's Chains at some point, because I do want to have that for the Vayne specifically. Because the Anathemas makes it so that the Vayne actually does a lot less damage to me. And Vayne is one of the more problematic champions when you're playing Mundo, because she has a lot of like max HP based damage. So she overall has really high damage output on me. And if I can reduce that damage output she does to me by 30%, that's going to be very, very good. So like right here, for example, I can go Frostfire Gauntlet. This is the build I'm going to go with most likely. So Frostfire Gauntlet, and then I'm going to take the Anathema's Chains, and then maybe a Warmox into like a Stoneplate, for example. That's something I'm currently looking at. I could also maybe throw in a Thornmail somewhere there, but that's going to give me a lot of HP damage-wise, sustain, and then the Stoneplate will instantly give me all the resistances that I need. It sure doesn't involve, like, I could also go Spirit Visage still later on. But that's probably like a general build idea I'm going to go with. Alright. I want to do the Rift Herald heal still pre-40 minutes if I can manage to do it. So like I can check Top Scuttle here, which is up. And then I can do Rift Herald and quickly use it to get a turret down. Which doesn't really matter what turret that is. If I can do it before the turret platings fall, I get a lot of gold out of that as well. So that would be helpful. I'm just going to start this up. I don't think they can contest me here. I have another minute left. I have to hurry this up a little bit. If I can do this, if she dies, I can still use it on top turret to get the first turret. Rumble is there. Get this quickly. Pick this up and move. Ah, damn. I think I'm okay for a fight situation here, potentially. I have like 25 seconds to use my Rift Herald, though. I'm just gonna quickly just walk up here and use it right next to the turret so I can actually get it off. I can't get CC'd like that, so it doesn't matter. As long as the Rift Herald gets the bounce, we'll be happy about this. It should get the bounce regardless, hopefully. Yes, it did. Beautiful. I didn't think they were going to be able to kill it fast enough. And I'm a little bit wary of Rumble ult. I'm not sure if it's up or not. Alright, we're chasing this down now. That's not going to do anything for her. I'm too fast. I have Ghost, I have ult, so I can just run her down completely. So there's nothing she can do. And then we have Ghost extension now, so we can chase out a Rumble as well. My approach velocity is making this really easy. I have to respect, actually. I don't know where Silas is, so I have to walk back. I can't necessarily turret dive him either, so I do have to be careful for that. I did get a lot of gold out of the first turret on top lane as well, which is really nice with the Rift Herald. It was a little bit of a risky use of the Rift Herald, I'm not gonna lie, but overall it works out pretty well. Bot lane is definitely struggling though. Vayne is fed, which is obviously a problem if you're playing Mundo. Okay. Alright, right now I'm just going to focus on clearing a little bit more. My CS is pretty good. Could be better. If I start with like a full clear and have better like sequencing for the start of this game, that would be a little bit more optimal. But this game specifically wasn't just a situation for that. So that happens sometimes. Not a big of an issue. Problem I currently have though is that the Vayne is 7-in-1 and my Ezreal looks to be perma-inting. So with a fat Vayne and you're playing Mundo, that's pretty scary. The Anathemas is gonna definitely come in handy here. Just for that 30% damage reduction. Oh, okay, wait. Please come this way, Akali. Allow me to help you. Why are you running this way? Can you give me the chance to help you, please? Alright, beautiful. Ideally there, the Akali kites the Sylas towards me instead of away from me, so she actually allows me to help. But she kited him away from me, which like forced me to kind of move up to him. She eventually kited him towards me, of course, but it took a little while. We have 30 seconds on Dragon. We do have the advantage that we have a Malphite and a Mundo, basically, and like the Pantheon for like a perma-stun on the Vayne. So we overall have a pretty good situation to lock her down, which is very nice. Okay, let's move up here. Ezreal got the kill, that's actually good. Land this, I have approach velocity. Dead. I should do Dragon here. I was thinking about that red, maybe that red could potentially be up. However, the Dragon is just a very, very solid objective to keep control over. Mundo does it really fast, so it's pretty important to just help here quickly. There I have no jungler, so I don't think I should be able to lose this. There we go. I have a lot of golds right now, so I definitely do not want to fight. Alright, Ezreal is getting back in the game a little bit after those 2 kills that he got, which is very nice. The heck? Is he actually wanting to take my... What is he doing? He actually genuinely wanted to take my Grom. Can he relax? He could have had the blue buff if he would have literally just asked, but... yeah, I guess not. Alright, I'll wait here for a little bit. If the Vayne shows up, I'll go for it, but I have to base for sure. I have 3,500 gold. I'd rather not fight. So right now, I think I just gonna go for the healing reduction buy. This makes a lot of sense right now, getting this healing reduction, getting the Thorn Mill. Because this will be very good against the lifesteal that she's building. I think this probably is going to go into a Kraken Slayer, but like the Sylas has like good healing. I just want to prevent their healing at this moment in time. Now, right now with his anathemas, I'm going to go to the most fat person on the team, which is the Vayne, which is also coincidentally the most problematic person for me to deal with. So yeah, if I can get that on her, that would be good. Push this out. I just want to get my anathemas on her. There he goes. Beautiful. I can basically leave it on Vayne for the rest of the game and be fine with that. It'll slowly stack up here. I think this may be up. It's not. Okay. Gonna go towards bot side here. See someone that may walk up to the Malphite here that I could potentially kill. I want to make sure that right now I punish the enemy jungle as much as possible. So I really try to take his camps wherever I can. This is a specific game. My CS numbers are a little bit lower than I'd normally like them to be. Because normally you'd sequence your camps a little bit more, but it does happen sometimes. Alpha doesn't have ult, so it's actually not too worth fighting for me here. I can just go mid here. Pantheon does not have ult. But I should just be able to walk up to the Lux. Vayne was just bot lane, so the Lux is really not going to have any defenses here. She can't CC me either, so she can't land a Q, because I'm invincible for 1 CC hit. She's going to try to Q me here in a second. No, she just gave up. Yeah, figured. There was literally nothing she could have done anyway. I just used my Ghost for that, though. Like, she wouldn't have been able to run. A stun doesn't matter there, because it was never going to do anything. So, yeah, she just stands still. I guess that's fair enough. It didn't necessarily make a difference anyway. And walk away here. Good. Keep my jungle clear tempo up as high as possible. But as you can see, I'm basically just focusing on objective control a lot with Mundo right now. Trying to look for fights where they're free. Trying to counter jungle the Rumble whenever I do have that chance. Now, normally you'd want to do this with a little bit like better full clear sequencing, but this game specifically is just like an example where you can't do that. That early invade kind of messed that up. If you just have a normal jungle clear start, you can basically always do that. So that's definitely something you should keep in mind. Okay, now right here we can buy Thornmill, and then we want to play for the dragon 5v5. We just want to get that soul. I'm gonna finish Thornmill here, and then I'm just gonna go and opt for some magic resist in the form of Spirit Visage right now. as a build setup. And then last item, I can do Warmox for more HP. I could do probably a Titanic would work as well in this situation, because that would give me extra damage, which is pretty helpful. But you can see the general idea of the build here. You normally, like previously before Anathemas, it was basically always going to be your mythic into a Warmox for like the additional HP, but because of this, it's not that necessary. Okay, did someone just leave? Did Akali just leave? I suppose he might have done. Alright, so I'm just going to wait for Scuttle now. Have the Scuttle ready for the Drake fight, 30 seconds. I think she just left, yeah. Well, that's a little bit annoying. If we can get the soul here... Okay, no, actually, wait. What did I see? Oh, someone reconnected here. Okay. It's okay here. I just want to have the dragon. I don't care about anything else. They're all top lane right now, so we should realistically be able to get the dragon really fast here. Okay, good. Dragon can't knock you back because of your passive. It's a little bit sad to use your passive that way, but it's okay. Quickly have to get this dragon soul. It's going to be super important. Okay, soul, and then we're just going to chase this down. She does so much less damage to me because of my Anathemas, which is so nice. Especially against the Vayne. Champion's super annoying for Mundo to deal with. I'm basically a god right now. As you can see, they do absolutely nothing to me. The Anathemas basically just blocks Vayne from hurting me at all, which is super nice. That's why we have this item. If you have like a tank buster champion on an enemy team like this, Anathemas is an absolute godsend. Because right there, without that item, I would have been way more of a higher risk of dying. Of course, we have the Ocean Soul here as well, which really helps with sustain, which is super good on Mundo, obviously. But yeah, Anathemas is an absolute item and a half. Okay. Keeping my objective control. Keeping my jungle clear as high as possible. As you can see, 178. At 22 minutes, that's reasonable. I would like to be at like more so like 200-ish right now. Ideally. But this is still fine. I've been doing a lot of fighting specifically here. Alright, so ideally in this situation, you can see my experience bar. It is nearly level 15. This camp should give me level 15, so I really want to get the level before I make any type of play. I also have the opportunity to back still somewhat shortly here. So this is something I will definitely be looking for. But as you can, right now, this specific Mundo version kind of feels like the changes Mundo. Like it's very strong, has pretty good jungle clear tempo with the changes they made. Overall, not bad at all. They're going in a little too early, I think. Potentially. Ah, they're winning this. Okay, never mind. We're good. Alright, it's just a Vayne. Oh, they FF'd it. Alright. Well, yeah. To finish this build off, I would have probably gone on Spirit Visage with a Titanic in this game specifically. You can do Spirit Visage Warmox. You can do, yeah, stuff like that. Either way, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button below. Helps me out quite a bit. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, wait. Actually, I'll just quickly go into the damage stats. I don't know who to give this to. They were pretty toxic throughout the chat. Pantheon, sure. Alright, as you can see, nice S+, pretty solid. I had 12k gold basically, a really good amount of CS, like 50 higher than whoever else in the game, apart from Vayne actually, she farmed reasonably. So 13k damage dealt, which is reasonable considering the fact that we didn't have too many fights. It was more so objective control, which shows in the objective damage of 37.4. Then we have damage or healing done in 22.7. Damage taken is still reasonably high, like 23k. If the fights would have gone a little bit longer through the late game, this number would have just skyrocketed. So, yeah. And I guess self-mitigated damage is about 18k. So not too bad.